We initially did this festival as a marking for the new millennium, for peace, understanding, and universal responsibility, and that call came from His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Singing and dancing puts the people together, and then they can experience their real self.
The festival has 55 different events in about 35 venues, and there are 200 performance groups, and there are over 2,000 performing artists over a 16-day period.
The performers were conduits, messengers of the power of the landscape.
To the city here in me.
When we take an image of the entire planet Earth from a spacecraft, a very distant space, you look at the planet as a fragile entity. You don't see political borders. You don't see border disputes and conflicts. You don't see wars. You see one fragile planet.
When we hear each other's music, we feel like we're family. We can feel our relationships to each other.
What is unique here is that we said, we're going to use your talent for a single sense of purpose that extends across the city to include many kinds of faiths, many kinds of music, and to see if collectively that it has the ability to transform a consciousness. September 11th, of
Ground
course,
zero.
being the...
Get below the surface.
We offer prayers to all the victims.
The environment has changed, and the
Because you're a
tone
man between the ages of 18 and 45.
That has been an ongoing
and you're
problem
from
for
a Muslim
Iranians
country.
because
the feelings,
time and
hostility
a lot of
towards
master
Arabs,
musicians
Arab
want to come to United
Americans,
States and
Muslims,
perform, and
certain nations were considered
don't
part
give
of the
them
axis of
visas,
evil.
There's no way you're going to get your visa. I mean, that's
the
kind of
art
what
is
it boils down
being
to.
suffers inevitably because of the political climate, and
They
there's
were
not much
not
one
on an
can
official
do,
mission.
unfortunately.
They were on a spiritual
We,
and
as
artistic
members
mission.
of the community, are all together, hand in hand, in peace and love.
I started to realize how fragile this thing is that we call international relations.
That the visas came through, you should have seen them. They were like, they were jumping up and down and running all the way across the village, and they were hooting and hollering. They were so excited.
Glad you made it. Nice for you.
Before we got married, it was very clear that Dewa had a very strong desire to create a very unique kind of group, an organization that was not just involved in performing, but had a very strong sense of grounding into traditional Balinese culture and acknowledged its responsibility to the community that it worked in. And I found that to be very inspiring.
Dan waktu saya kecil sedikit ada penari-penari, terutama generasi saya. Sehingga timbul ide saya untuk membuat sanggar itu, di mana ingin mengajar anak-anak tentang tradisi kesenian yang pernah hidup di Banjar saya.
Social dynamics within the group is a really interesting one and very complex, and it's got a long history because many of them are, brothers, cousins, sisters. Many of them are related to each other. They went to school together, they went to high school together, they know each other's families, so they all have a very long history together.
We live on the street, and my parents live here, so my whole family's here to watch the dancers, and it was really fun. We came out, we saw them decorating and carrying everything out, and it was great.
Today, what you're seeing here on our street is the coming together of two neighborhoods. Our neighborhood here on Lawler and here in Mar Vista, and the village of Pulaseca.
See the theater before?
Yes.
You saw inside?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Even yes. Yes, I did. Yes.
Sehingga saya ingin sekali menjaga anak-anak itu supaya tidak terlena dalam modernisasi. Saya ingin mengingatkan mereka bahwa kami di Bali punya sesuatu kesenian atau apapun itu bentuknya yang tradisional yang sangat kuat dan mempunyai nilai-nilai baik artistik maupun filsafat yang sangat tinggi yang perlu dipertahankan bahkan dipelihara terus.
Pam 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 pam. Can I make
House opens in 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Warna apa? Merah?
Warna-warni.
Merah? Merah? Oke. Merah.
bekerja sama dengan temannya, saling mencintai, saling menyayangi, karena prinsip-prinsipnya atau filsafatnya dalam berkesenian tari maupun musik gamelan di Bali memang adalah bekerja sama.
Temple is the Venkateshwara temple. They worship a form of Vishnu, which is Venkateshwara. So, but the worshippers who come here are from all over India. Different, various, North India, South India, East, West, different communities.
Can I have a second, please? I'm Raja Aisola, Vice President of Malibu Temple here. Any help you need, you can ask me. He's my son, Kasi Aisola. He knows everything in the temple and take his help, okay?
Thank you.
All right. All these are our friends. These are from Chudamani group. They're going to give a dance presentation and gamelan music, so help them out.
There's another thing. We need 4 people.
More. That's it.
I was 4 years old when I started dancing, and seems a long time ago, but my gurus, and he's still my guru, and I'm quite proud of that. They're gurus who have a tradition of over 300 years from Tanjore, and they moved to Bombay. The school is called Sri Rajarajeshwari Bharatanatyam Kala Mandir, and my guru is Guru Kalyana Sundaram. Festivals such as these, which open up different venues to different art forms, where different art forms connect with different audiences, where people can see and hear and enjoy something they may not have normally gone out to witness or to hear or be a part of. I think it's a very important experience.
You want to go in the front? You want to be in the front.
Om Raja Jaya Pradakya Sahine Namo Vayam Vayi Sravanaya Durmahe Tameka Bhanka Bhakamaya Yamakyam
Agama Hindu di Bali dibawa oleh maharsi dari India, sedangkan dalam konteksnya dengan seni pertunjukan, di mana juga banyak seni pertunjukan di Bali yang sepertinya sudah menyatu dengan upacara pertunjukan itu, dan itu menyebabkan seni pertunjukan di Bali tetap bertahan hidup selama agama Hindu di Bali hidup, dan selama upacara-upacara di Bali hidup. spirit musik, sehingga musik itu yang dipersembahkan jadi hidup. Jadi hidup dalam arti bukan hanya sebagai enak dengar, tapi masuk ke dalam hati pendengarnya. Dan juga dalam persembahan itu baik kepada alam semesta ini bersaksinya maupun kepada Tuhan, kepada dunia, sehingga menjadi vertikal dan horizontal ya.
Many of us know that the arts, religion and the temple are very closely connected in Hindu thought. Bharatanatyam is the classical dance form of southern India. It is more than 2,000 years old and it has its roots in the temple rituals of ancient India. And even today, Bharatanatyam is one of the sacred forms of worship in the temple.
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि शुचग मोक्षयिष्यामि शुचग मोक्षयिष्यामि शुचग मोक्षयिष्यामि
It resonated with me where he said, when you put a thought into the air, even just a thought or a feeling, it becomes a part of what the world is.
They may not understand a word of what we're chanting.
But something about the music and the dance makes me feel connected.
Even if someone doesn't understand the language or the ritual that's happening, they experience it empathically.
They received and then they gave back.
Temple festival in Bali, and
sound itself really touched them.
It blends Africa, Europe, and the indigenous
those voices
people
all coming together, and the immense power that comes from that joining.
The arts to empower place, empower people.
It brings these rivers together in such a way that if we could live like samba is danced, what a life it would be.
Mane mama popola api Lo sipu 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 tipe Sipu tipe Yemi mila
We do an offering to each of the four directions.
Right,
we go here, all the way around.
That's right.
And then we just walk straight out, and then we're just gonna submerge under a wave.
Okay.
It's like the only time that we really go totally under the water.
Right.
And then we'll just stay out deep and walk straight north. And Leafu starts coming in then with their shakers.
I think that's going to work out real well. So if you mean it's sort of like a 3:30.
I'm representing the Venice Beach Drum Circle.
Oh, okay.
And pas de micro, pas de lumière, il fera jour. Et tout est calculé, il faut faire 30 minutes précis parce que tout est calculé pour que l'apothéose soit au moment où le sun set. Et pas con.
Once you initiate a drum circle has a life of its own, a very powerful force. And to get people to go into that energy, you know, into that vortex and get them to bring the energy back down again, because it will be bringing it down.
I think all three groups participating should take on a shepherding sort of role.
Yes.
We're putting our sticks down. We're walking you people over. Leave the drums here. We'll be back to them in a moment. Let's go. Let's go.
What time
Okay.
It's been really wonderful to see how this comes together with all these different groups. We have Lifu Island dancers that are coming from New Caledonia. UCLA, there's a collective of choreographers who are starting their life's work. They're young choreographers that are bringing their dreams to the oceans. And then there'll be our group of a very large batucada, of a mixture of people from all walks, Brazilians, non-Brazilians, coming together with this love of Iemanjá, love of samba, and this love of this ritual of placing the flowers, the prayers, at Iemanjá's feet at the shore. It's culture making. You know, we're making culture, we're creating it as we go. You know, we are the ones we've been looking for. What's really been interesting is taking that community experience of the Brazilian community and blending it with the energies that are happening here in Venice. They really allowed me to come in and bring Brazilian drummers in, bring teachers over from Brazil, and it's just this great exchange of energy that's going on right now.
The drum beat is the heartbeat. It's the heartbeat of the universe, and anyone who says they can't dance can't live.
The way Brazil came to us was through our teacher Max, and when one person really truly lives their art and they express that to another being, how it could change the lives of so many people, just one person. And whenever I come and teach the dance, that it's not me doing the teaching, it's me sharing my experience of my teacher. And my teacher shared the experience of his teacher.
In 92, our paramount chief decided to create a group. It was to represent the country of New Caledonia in the South Pacific Art Festival in Cook Island. And now when we go out from the country, we represent the Kara culture in the whole country. When we've been to Spain, we did represent France. Most of the dancers are fehoa. It's a war stimulation dance or initiation. Before the French came to New Caledonia, we have tribal fight. And every warrior was supposed to have every kind of quality, power, strategy, address, but morally or psychologically he was not ready. So the fehoa was there to put the warrior in condition before you send him to a fight. When you dance the fehoa, there's some restriction. You have to go away from the village. You practice for 1 week to put you in condition in wartime. But in traditional ceremonies, for example, gathering, when you show your weapon, that means peace. Before, the tradition was forbidden by the religion. when the French came, they used the religion to take over our country, and they forced us to adopt the religion. So most of us now believe on God. But the way to believe on God is different from what the religion has brought. For example, the angels, for us is the spirit of our grandfathers. The most sacred thing is with all people, because they are the one to know everything. They are the one to give advice. They are the one to know about tradition. They are the one to transmit. It's very difficult to explain. But we have God now and our grandfathers.
Think about God waking you up this morning. Think about God had your day and how you ended up here.
I am supposed to be a Bayana, and I just got flowers from my sister here.
Just trying to fix this little hoop. We'll go underneath my skirt. And then just pulling everybody together before we do our procession. Getting the drummers all set, and then we'll pray together. I got together with Shiva Ray 3 years ago, and our dream was, what if we took the experience of what happens in Brazil several times a year, where people bring flowers to the water, to the ocean, and they bring those flowers, their prayers, their love, their reverence for the earth, for Mother Ocean, who's known as Iemanjá in Brazil. If we brought that here to Los Angeles through the festival.
May Iemanjá bring us all the blessings. May she make our way smooth and strong and straight. May she give us life, health, and all the riches of a Olokun at the bottom of the sea. May we bring these to the people that we touch, and on and on. Iemanjá, Mojupwe, Iemanjá, thank you.
When we put our paint on, you have the white and the black. The white represents your outside, muscles, power and all, and the black inside, the spiritual. Or if you are in wartime, half man and half spirit.
Extraordinary, beautiful.
I'm partial to the taiko drumming, but I love it all.
And what brought me here today was this ritual for Yamayao Lohun, who is my mother goddess.
Sarah. She's one of the
She's right there.
ocean dancers.
She's a mermaid.
She's her teacher, her dance teacher.
Rose perfume on everyone that makes offerings to her.
Very happy. Happy for everyone to experience it. Happy to share it. I'm just so grateful to Max Jr. for deciding to come to America and share his sachet, his energy with us, and that love, of the dance. And now I see everything that happened today and Sunday and what happened on the beach. That's his legacy, because he decided to fully dance, and that's the gift we can give to each other.
The Sacred Music Festival is something that allows us to really state publicly what we hold privately.
Events such as these just bring out that element of spiritual in every one of us.
You reap what you sow, and
through experiences, you eventually realize that you're not separated from anything else that surrounds you.
The Sufi idea is this: wherever you look, you see your creator.
Chanting is a way for us to practice mindfulness.
They came to me and they said, "Thank you for bringing the energy of the Madonna into the church."
So many people talk about controlling sound, but for me, just the music, the sound itself is sacred.
We like to be able to expand the notion of sacred.
So all these things are reasons for doing the festival, and I consider them to be conscious activism. We're deepening our relationship to each other, and that's the kind of thing that'll help us make better choices.
We have 2 prayers a day. The one in the morning usually start at 6:30, and the other one in the evening usually start at 5. And the nuns here, the Buddhist nuns here and the monks will all participate in the morning chanting. But the evening chanting, we are just having a representative.
Foguangshan in Chinese means Buddhist-like mountain. Again, mountain, of course, is a very traditional way of calling an order there in Chinese Buddhism. And it was founded by Venerable Master Xing Yun back in 1967 in Taiwan. And since then, we have established more than 200 temples all around the world.
好，上半场这个部分呢，刚刚这样听哦，前面大家表情都还好，然后后面呢越来越严肃啊。其实大家那个就是说表情还是要，就是比较欢喜一点。有时候虽然是感动，可是那个表情呢是一种安详。这个我们这次呢表演的这个内容呢，可以大概分成2种。2个模式，一个呢就是属于念佛的部分。那我们平常念佛呢，就是一个修持的法门。在佛教的教义里面，我们相信就是透过这个佛教的这个念佛的方式，念佛的修行，能够让我们的心达到平静，达到专注。那第2个部分呢，就是属于这是法会里面我们唱诵，在岩口法会我们唱诵的一个内容。那这个部分呢，就是让我们能够把这个功德透过这个法会的仪式。把我们的这种欢喜、我们的感动，乃至我们种种的这些希望，能够传送给我们这些过往的这些家人们，让他们能够得到这样的一份感动和欢喜。
吉祥名号，能令汝等永离三途，八难之苦，常为如来真经佛子。
The beauty of Buddhism is it assimilates with every culture that it goes into, every region that it goes into. And on Friday, we'll be performing with the Angel City Chorale in our temple. It's an open event. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Chinese Buddhist monks. If you saw their picture on the cover, notice how they all stand together.
That would be concentration. I'm hoping that one of the gifts we're going to get from hearing this group is absolute immersion, absolute concentration. And if we can bring that in our own little loose sense of joy, I think we'll be better for hearing this group.
Because we're not a religious organization or sponsored by a religious organization, each of us comes with our own personal picture. Some of us are Christians, some of us are Jews, some of us come from entirely different backgrounds. And it seems we come from different vocal traditions. We come from gospel or pop, or we come from different life circumstances and different socioeconomic standing. And what we've tried to create in this choir is a small town within the larger town of Los Angeles, because people can feel very alienated in a large city. And we've created not just a musical community, but it's a social community.
那么透过这样子的一种互动呢，就增加了人与人之间的这种所谓的融合在一起，增加对彼此的认识，那么因而就少了很多的这些冲突。我想呢，这个是对整个的一种我们从其他国家来到美国这种所谓的弘扬佛法的人呢，是非常重要的一个步骤。
心如世事亲附世，无事尘埃。
觉得说宗教其实本身是没有隔阂的，在大师的心里面呢，他觉得说，其实一个人呢，他其实也可以有两个宗教，他可以同时有一个，比如说我是基督教徒，可是呢，我也可以去学习佛教的教义。
最上三宝。
Kami sangat senang dan kami sangat bangga dan tidak ada rasa apa-apa kecuali kita berterima kasih atas kedatangan Anda di sini. Anda semua telah mengembalikan citra Indonesia di mata masyarakat kita di sini.
Coba berdiri sebentar, kita berdoa bersama-sama. Dalam doa kita kali ini mungkin teman-teman fokuskan mengucapkan terima kasih di kerajaan masing-masing. Jangan lupakan itu. Seperti kita melapor, kita sudah pulang. Baik, kalau bisa di Puro juga. Apa yang coba kami lakukan di sini, pertama-tama seperti tadi adalah ingin semoga pengalaman di sini teman-teman bisa pilih yang mana yang baik untuk dibawa ke Bali, yang mana yang harus ditinggalkan di sini. Nah, semoga kita selamat menginjakkan kaki kita di rumah masing-masing. Ya, doa mulai.
Thank you. See you next time.
Yes.
I love LA.
Have a good trip, everybody.
Yeah.
Safe trip.
My dream is 30 years from now that people will say, oh, Los Angeles, and they'll think not just Hollywood, but sacred music. That would be incredible.
This festival is seeding the future. It's creating a future for us. And it's standing for the most beautiful things that humanity has.
因为它促进了文化跟文化之间的互相的交流，甚至于呢，也促进了人与人之间的互相的沟通。那么我很相信的一点，人多了一份沟通，多了一份了解，一定会少了一份的冲突。少了这么一份的冲突，让这个社会，让这个世界一定会更加的祥和。
Culture is universal, and with culture there's understanding. Between us, we are all brothers and sisters.
Kalau saya, penutup saya, semoga festival ini tidak terjadi hanya di LA saja. Semoga di seluruh, mungkin di seluruh kota di Amerika perlu diadakan festival seperti ini. Sebab festival ini membuat kita dekat satu sama lainnya, tidak memandang musik itu dari mana, agamanya apa. Yang jelas waktu kita mendengar musik itu perasaan kita dekat.
I was standing before